And welcome back to Roll with the Troll, everybody.
Hello.
I am here with the voice of reason.
Hi.
She's going to help keep me in line. Listen, today we're talking about moral superiority. We're talking about ethics. Who is a better person? Today we're going to figure out whether it is Miguel Diaz, formerly of Cobra Kai Karate, currently, though, of Eagle Fang Karate.
Yes.
Yeah, that is his allegiance. Or Robby Keene, formerly of Miyagi-Do Karate, and currently of...
Formerly of unaffiliated...
Then Miyagi-Do.
Yes.
Then...
Cobra Kai.
And now I guess nobody. I guess he's unaffiliated again.
He seems to be going the unaffiliated route once again.
Once again unaffiliated. Robby's had more moves than anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Well, I guess at the end of the day, when you think about which of these two guys is the better person, who's morally superior,
yeah,
I think the answer is obvious, right? Clearly, it's Robby Keene. Wait, what?
Miguel.
You think Miguel Diaz is a better person than Robby Keene?
I don't know. I have to be contrary.
Yeah, well, okay. I think it's very clearly Robby, though.
You do?
Yeah. Isn't that kind of obvious?
Well, I mean, what's your thinking?
Well, Miguel's a bad kid. I mean, Miguel is...
He's not a bad kid.
No, he is. He's sneaky and slimy.
Oh, come on.
Well, let's tally it up here.
You're projecting. You're projecting too much of Daniel onto Miguel.
Well, listen. Let's go back to season 1, okay? Let's score this up.
Okay.
In season 1, it is true that when we first met Robby, he was a bit of a thief. Right?
Yeah, he was.
So in season 1... Robby was a bit of a thief before he met Daniel LaRusso.
Yeah.
Daniel LaRusso, though, changed his life in 2 ways.
Yeah.
For one, he gave him more of a conscience. 2, he gave him a lot of stress and a lot of bullshit by constantly throwing him out of his life.
Yeah, yeah.
So there is that, and getting him arrested, going to jail. You could say that Robby's best and worst moment was meeting Daniel LaRusso. Because so much shit happened both ways.
Yeah, I could see your argument for that.
So, in terms of who's a better person, season 1, Robby did do a few bad things, and Miguel was pretty much an innocent kid at first.
He was.
But by the time the season ended, they pulled a bit of a switcheroo. By season...
They did.
Even, yeah, in those last few episodes, look what we saw. We saw Miguel get drunk and hit Sam.
Oh, yeah.
Then, he didn't even really... he apologized technically, but he still kind of stood his ground on the whole... thing. He still wanted to fight Robby. He was all fired up, pissed off, drunk out of his mind.
Yeah, these two do not like each other.
No, but let's stay on topic. It wasn't just about not liking anybody. Miguel was out of line and drunk and being stupid. Look, and there's a million reasons to want to hit Sam LaRusso. All right, I get it.
Oh, my word.
Lots
you did
of
not
people
just advocate...
want to assault Sam.
Oh, come on.
But you can't get drunk and do it. That makes it wrong. So, I'm kidding. All right, so then also
clarifying.
At the tournament, Robby showed up focused. He showed up very sportsmanly.
At the first tournament?
Yeah, season 1. The tournament. Robby really showed up with no venom in his heart. He had so many
He showed up with such great intentions. And, and he was so sweet.
Right?
In that first tournament. He was so earnest. That's the word I'm looking for. He was so earnest in that first competition.
Yeah, and then what did Miguel do in that first
tournament? Miguel had turned a little bit by then.
Yeah, remember? There were so many things that Miguel was doing at that first tournament to just be an asshole. He was fighting dirty. He was just an arrogant little prick who wanted to win really badly. He was really
holding
switched.
up a mirror to Johnny.
Yeah. So by that point of that first season, it was pretty clear Robby was the better person. And that trend only continued into seasons 2 and beyond. I mean, in season 2, let's look what happened. Let's add this up a little bit. So Miguel, at this point, owed Robby a big apology, right? After what happened in season 1, especially there with the drunken night with Sam and everything. Yeah. And at the tournament. Instead of ever apologizing to Robby, what does he do? He came by with the thing that Hawk stole, with the Medal of Honor. So that was nice, but it still didn't. He had the opportunity there to say, "Hey, man, I was a real dick at the tournament. I was a dick with when I got drunk with Sam, and then I shoved her down." And he didn't do any of that. He just came over and said, "We're not all assholes," and then he left. Yeah. Only to then at school, what did he do when the school fight was starting? He sees Robby just trying to separate the girls. That's all. Robby's just kind of pushing Tori back and trying to keep them separated. And what does Miguel do, that hot-headed little prick? He comes, well, no, he's out of line. The kid's fucked up. He comes running. He tackles Robby from behind and gets Robby down and immediately just attacks him just outright. So, and then at no point does he ever stop to realize what he's doing. I mean,
He did stop, though.
Oh, well, like, yeah, after the fight had gone on forever, and after all of Cobra Kai had attacked Robby. Robby fought like all of Cobra Kai in that fight, you realize. Then when he finally gets Robby on the ground, then it hits Miguel and he says, "Oh, I apologize." You don't apologize with your foot on a guy's neck. That's not an apology. It's an apology after the first half a second. You go, "You know what? I'm sorry. I'm out of line. I shouldn't have done this." But at that point, Miguel had won the fight. It's real easy to say, "Oh, I apologize now that I'm the winner." No, kick him off a fucking balcony. That's the answer. Really, that's the answer. And by the way, for anyone who's going to say, well, Robby, clearly is not the better person because he did that. No, Robby continued the fight at that point because now he had been beaten, essentially. So Robby wasn't trying to kick him off anything. He just kicked him, and Miguel happened to go flying to his doom.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't think that was intentional.
No, of course not.
The kick was intentional. The going off the balcony is not what Robby intended.
And the kick was fine at that point because he had been assaulted by everyone in Cobra Kai for a very long time. So I don't think there's a whole lot else you can really say about it. Does any of this not sound like Robby's a better person than Miguel?
Well, you make good points. There's no doubt about it. But to say that Miguel is a bad kid, I think, is incorrect.
I'm not saying he's a bad kid. I'm saying he's a
the whole
terrible,
thing by saying
terrible kid, awful kid. Miguel's just awful. And look, and Miguel could have, when he got out of the hospital, he really could have had some reflection and said, "Hey, let me put this all together here. Robby is the son of my sensei, and like my best friend and like a father figure to me. Here I am. I started a fight with him, and now I got the kid in trouble. Now the kid's in juvie. I'm like ruining his life. When a kid goes to juvie, I've known a lot of people who went to juvie. Yeah. It is really hard to assimilate when you get out because they get out at like 18, 19 years old, 20 years old maybe. And now they got to try to pick up where other kids are already in college and shit. Look, that was really bad, and that was all Miguel's fault. And Miguel really should have been saying to Robby, "Hey, I really fucked up, man. Your dad is like the greatest guy to me. I put you in a horrible situation. You could have been really hurt. I got really hurt. Let's bury the hatchet." Instead, Miguel was more than happy to want to fight Robby again.
Well, maybe that's coming in the next season.
How long are we going to wait? I mean, that whole thing was season 2. So season 3 and 4, Miguel had the opportunity. And instead of apologizing to Robby and saying, "Hey, let's really let's make things cool now. Like, let's be all right." Instead, he's all focused on like his dad that he never knew. Get your focus where it belongs. You ruined a kid's life. Seriously. And Miguel's a bad kid. He's a terrible human being. So far, he has hit Sam. He has hit all kinds of people in a karate tournament. And he certainly hit our good friend Robby. So now the better kid is Robby by far. It's not even close. Oh, here's another thought, too. In season 4, we've seen Robby really go out of his way to protect Kenny.
Yeah.
And we've seen Robby be horrified at the end of season 4 because of what happened to Kenny. Because the way Kenny started to, like this metamorphosis, right? Because of Cobra Kai, right?
Kenny.
Right.
Which
so
he's
got
not
creased.
the first one.
No, there's a million of them.
Yeah.
So do you think if Miguel was in that situation, watching Kenny do this, do you think Miguel would be this concerned and this... I think he would try to make things better. Miguel he always does. He tries to make things somewhat better when it comes to people kind of going dark a little. But he doesn't get that involved. He didn't really care when he saw Hawk go dark.
Yeah, that's true. I think that Robby relates to Kenny's transformation on a different level than Miguel would.
Yeah.
I mean, Miguel did have a transformation when he started training with Johnny.
Yeah.
But I don't think that he would recognize how far down the rabbit hole he went because he did in the end pull back. He didn't go over the cliff, so to speak.
Yeah. Well, I think Miguel does try in certain things. Like he really didn't like when Kreese was showing his true colors, in season 2. Miguel was quick to call him out on that.
Yeah.
And he was saying things like, our sensei doesn't teach us this way. So he doesn't like things to go wrong, but he also doesn't get that involved and really put his heart into it like Robby does. Robby's a better kid. I don't care how much he stole from those pricks at the fucking at the beach place.
Yeah.
What was that? Like at the beach?
I don't know,
What was
country
it,
club
the
or
country
something?
club thing. Yeah, I don't really care. I know he stole a lot from those guys when he was younger, but that's okay. Look, we don't know how much shit Miguel's stolen from stuff when he was a kid either.
There's no evidence that he stole anything.
Exactly. There's no evidence either way. We don't know.
Sam.
We don't know.
Sam,
what? What, he stole Sam?
no, you.
What are you saying?
You are acting like Sam right now.
Oh, with the conclusion jumping?
With the
I'm just saying we don't know.
accusation.
I'm just saying when the story picks up, we only know a little bit about Robby. We
Just
don't know.
like you never stole anything.
Yeah, I do love that. Oh, just like you never stole a purse or you never stole a silverware. Yeah, fucker. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think in the comments. I don't know how much more we can say about this. I think we both agree, Robby's clearly the better kid, right? We agree on that?
I don't see any either one of them.
That's a yes. Okay, so Robby's the better
speak
kid.
for me.
Miguel Diaz is such a bad kid. You know why he's really going to Mexico?
He's not a bad kid.
You know why he's going to Mexico?
Tell me.
He's trying to get cocaine. Is why he's going to
stop,
Mexico.
Stop. That's enough.
This whole thing about his
We're
dad is
done.
a ruse. He's going
Hit
for
the like
cocaine.
button.
Cocaine and hookers are in Mexico,
God,
guys.
oh, bless
Cocaine
me.
and hookers are in Mexico, and I think we
I
all
have
know that.
lost
And
total control of the troll.
I'll tell you who else knows that. Miguel Diaz. Thank you very much. Like, comment, subscribe, click bells, do all kinds of things. We'll be back tomorrow with another stupid video like this one. Thank you.